Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you to do the inner work, heal yourself, and create the life that you truly want to live as a result. This is today's tarot. It's for all signs, and it's for Thursday, the 19th of September, 2024. I hope you're doing well. I offer private readings from my website, BeHealing.com. That's the only place you can get readings from me, so please don't fall for the scammers pretending to be me. If you want a reading with me, go to BeHealing.com. Okay, so what's in the energies for everybody today? We have coming of age and following the signs as well. So we're growing up, we're a bit maturing, perhaps seeing things from a more balanced perspective as a result, and following the signs. So you're being led somewhere. The universe is always in conversation with us. And it's up to us to put ourselves in the state, a curious state, to listen out for the signs and be in conversation with the universe. And that means asking inside of your head as well to be shown the way, and then noticing when you are shown things. I'm kind of lucky that I get my guidance directly, but that's just a gift that I had to practice as a child, and so I'm used to it like that. But generally in my personal life, for myself, a lot of it comes through just like everyone else, just like the signs. You notice things popping up and it's like, this seems a little bit random. There must be something to this. We've got courage and relaxation as well. Slowing down, doing one thing at once. I know, I for one, with the abuse that I've been through, my nervous system, well, I was abused from the day I was born, so my nervous system has been built like that. I've got PTSD, which doesn't get triggered very often anymore, because I take good care of myself and surround myself with good people. But I have noticed that my nervous system I'm kind of on edge. I can have anxiety all the time if I'm not careful, and I have to really take good care of myself for that not to affect me. But one thing that I have noticed lately is like a rushing feeling inside of myself. Like I'll do everything super, super fast, and sometimes like do two things at once. So like if I'm listening to a podcast, which I often do because I love learning, I can be doing something else at the same time, but doing it really quickly, like playing a game on my phone over and over again, as if like I've got to do it. I've got to get this done. I've got to get this done. It's not restful, right? And so I have been practicing this courage to relax, to do just one thing at once and do it very slowly. That is challenging to me. I want to rush through everything and do it so super, super fast. But I think if you're the same, if you can resonate with this, then we can be more present, right? If we do things more slowly, and it might just get us into that state that makes it better for making decisions in our lives slowly, and building things slowly and getting to know people slowly and all of those things. We've got recharge here as well. So yeah, have the courage to slow things down. Some of you might be around people that are trying to push you, rush you. So perhaps at work, especially, people might have got used to the pace that you do things. If you do things super, super fast, just slow things down. So it's going to take courage to slow things down. Okay, let's get some tarot out. We're starting out with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about spiritual lessons. It's also about doing things like the tried and tested way. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. Plenty of people have gone before us. We've got Judgment, which is all about discernment. Next up, we've got the Three of Cups, which is about other people. And we've got the Lovers as well, which is about lovers. Okay, so let's get into this. The Hierophant. Tell us about the Hierophant, please. Spiritual lessons and doing things by the book. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. And it has got an element of guidance in this too. It's okay to have like people help you. If someone has healed themselves from something, like you can get them to help you to heal you too. You don't need to figure it all out yourself within yourself. You know, we have to do the inner work ourselves for sure, but we can be shown the way by others. There's strength behind this too. This is an ongoing theme lately with the guys. They're saying like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah, but there's an element at the moment, it seems like the guides are getting us to think about these things that have made us stronger, and do we still need them? Do we still need the same lessons in our lives, or can we say, I'm done with that now, I'm done with that lesson now, I don't need it anymore, I'm going to opt out of that. You know, something that's been coming up for me, I have been reading through Dr. Ramani's book, It's Not You, and I had to put, you know when you read something just profound and then you can't read it anymore, you have to put it down and just let that sentence just like stay with you for a while. And the sentence was, you're not responsible for healing any other adult. An adult is responsible for healing themselves, especially if that adult is hurting you. And I was just like, drop the mic. Drop the mic. She's right. She's absolutely right. Even if your choices and your life and what you've been through is mingled in with another adult too, it's still their responsibility to heal themselves, right? None of us get off scot-free. None of us have had no trauma. None of us have got nothing to deal with. We have to heal ourselves. So there's duality and self-love in this. Duality, why? Because we focus on healing ourselves, and that's a good thing. But sometimes we can go too far. Sometimes we can go too far and we can stay in an energy that we don't need to be in anymore. You know? There's certain things that give us the clues to heal ourselves, but then once we're healed, there's no point in staying there and continuing to ask ourselves, what's wrong with me in this situation? What's wrong with me in this situation? Comes a point where we just got to remove ourselves from that situation. Like, this is not for me anymore. I've got no more lessons to learn from this apart from just don't choose it anymore. Don't be in there anymore. So it might be tricky for you at the moment to choose yourself, to love yourself enough to overcome that duality. Just ask yourself, am I keeping myself in a situation where if I just remove myself, there's no healing left? You know what I mean? It's like banging your head against a wall and your head hurts and you're trying to heal your head, but if you just like stop banging your head against a wall, then you wouldn't need to heal it anymore. There would be no problem anymore. It's something to think about. And judgment comes next, which is about discernment, which is so important. I used to never want to be judgmental. And as a result, I wasn't discerning. Not good for me. Six of materials of who reciprocates. Who can reciprocate is what I heard. So who can reciprocate? Well, people who love themselves, they can give cleanly to other people. People that don't love themselves, they can't do that yet. There's always something added to it, resentment or owing, or, you know, it's just not clean. If you receive from them, if you manage to receive from them, then there's a bite, you know, there's a bite in it, there's a sting in the tail to that. And so it might be that you need to discern better who you can receive from, who's safe to receive from, because some people are. But self-love is the key. If they're loving themselves, which is tricky to see, because self-love is very much an inner game, you know. But we can tell those with empathy, those that are making good decisions for themselves. Follow the signs. Okay, going back to the first two cards, coming of age and follow the signs. So approaching life in a more mature way, and there's signs that people that aren't loving themselves, so they're not reciprocal, and the signs that they are as well. So look more deeply for those ones. Three of Cups, because it's all about other people. Eight of Inspiration and Five of Emotions. Okay, so direct communication, Five of Communications, that closes your heart down. So notice how people make you feel in your body. Who makes you close down and who makes you open up? Good people make us feel good. Like after we've been around them, they make us feel good. They don't deplete us. They either leave us where we're at or they make us feel good. So if you're around people that don't do that, then that's a sign, you know, be wary of that person, the one that depletes you. And some of you are just used to that, used to donating your energy to everyone that you're around. So notice that. If you find that people, it's too much, it's too much, and I get it, it's just that's the wrong people, you know. And for me personally, I've got to the point of discernment now where I'm really careful about who I have in my life. And I can have people kind of in my life on the periphery, you know, but I don't really get involved with them. I don't tell them any of the details of my life or anything like that, because I know they're not friends. They're not people that I want to be with. They're, you know, people that I feel drained around. They can kind of be in my life, but not really, you know. Not much. I've got my boundaries. I've got like only a certain amount of energy for them, and that works for me. You know, I don't need to cut people out of my life, never speak to them again, kind of thing. Some people, yeah, I do. The abusive ones, the ones that blame me, or the ones that are not taking responsibility for themselves, absolutely, yeah, need to cut those out. But there's some people that just draining, yeah. So I can only allocate a certain amount of energy to them, and then I'm out of that. And then some people I feel great around, and so they can be in my life. Even then, I like being by myself a lot. But yeah, so this is saying, like, notice how you feel, notice who opens you up, who closes you down. Sacred space and psychic development. So trusting that feeling. Psychic development, it's not really about being psychic, is it? It's about tuning into ourselves, I guess, which is the same thing too. You know, even with my gift, it's not like I hear it in my ears. It's not like that. It's often, it's a feeling that they give me. And it reminds me of a feeling that I've had before. And because I'm a very introspective kind of a person, when I feel those things, it's like, oh, I remember this situation. And I've got a memory like you wouldn't believe as well. I remember everything. So I remember those situations and how it made me feel. And that's what I interpret for you guys. And the cards, they I don't know how I do it really. I just can. The lovers, why do we have the lovers here, please? Three of materials and justice. So the three of materials is about planning with people, putting your head together with people, kind of being on the same page, perhaps something to build with. Justice is about karma. It's about like your people, the ones that you should be with. So you could have a new lover, or you're realizing, yeah, this person is my kind of person. Perhaps because they plan, or, you know, there could be someone that arrives early or something like that. If you're that kind of person, there could just be signs there that you're kind of person. And slow but steady, there's that message again of slowing things down and being okay with that and having courage. Why does it require courage in a relationship to take it slowly? Because we can get scared that if we're not putting a lot into it, then they're going to be put off by that. It's a fear of rejection. But good relationships, you don't need to put that much in it. You don't need to prove yourself and do a load for them to love you. They'll love you anyway. And so taking things slowly, for sure. Tell us more about our love lives for our singles, please, today. What could be going on in our love lives? So yeah, taking things slowly and also doing one thing at once as well. It's tricky to do. I find it tricky to do. I'm trying to multitask all the time and run around and do a load of things at the same time, but one thing at once, one thing at once. I keep on telling myself, like chanting to myself, to when I find myself not doing that, slow myself down. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we're always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Tell us more for our singles out there, please. So you're spiritually connected to people. Forgive. Forgive. Now, forgiveness can be a double-edged sword, really. I've learned for some things are unforgivable. Sometimes forgiveness has us putting up with more energy that we shouldn't be putting up with. Sometimes forgiveness has someone else not getting the right feedback for their behavior. So if there's no change in behavior and we forgive them, it's like, they're like, you just got away with that. So you've got to be careful of that kind of thing. There are some downsides of forgiveness. It's not always good for us to forgive. It's nuanced, like everything else in life. Just depends on the circumstances. Passion, we've got healing and open up. So there could be someone with a healing energy in your life that you're kind of ready to open up to, feeling passionate about the same things. Perhaps this Three of Materials is like being on the same page as something. Putting your heads together, being on the same page, wanting to work toward the same things. Perhaps similar kind of priorities in life and what's important to you. I mean, that's really important too, isn't it? Because I would never put a romantic relationship before my physical or mental or emotional health. So those things, they come first for me. I would never put a romantic relationship before my work either, because not just any kind of work. I'm not working at McDonald's. This stuff that I do, it's me. It's like who I am. It's like helping people to heal in a way that I've been helped to heal by my guides. It's a calling. It's what I'm here to do. Like, I've got to do that. So it's not just a job. So I'm not saying that I would put a job in front of romantic relationship, partnership, but my work, yes, my growth too. So my learning and all of that kind of thing. Those three, they come before romantic relationship to me. How about you? How about you? We've got trap and holding on. So clinging on to something that isn't right for you. Be careful of that. And then there's play and romance as well. Being open to much, much lighter people that make you feel good. Let's get some more cards out and see what else is in the energies. Shark, be careful, or there may be a loss in material wealth. We have a vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone's against you. We've got a dog barking, advice from a friend. We've got a leg, stepping into a new experience, and intent, a temporary situation. Things are changing. Okay, well, think of a yes or no answer question. I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag, and I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for our answer. But it's just a bit of fun. This is a general reading, not a personal reading. If you do want a personal reading, you're very welcome to book one in on my website, behealing.com. I've got anything from one question readings to full readings, love readings, trauma release readings, all kinds of things. Have a look at what's available on my website, behealing.com, and book yourself in. I'll pop a link for it in the description box below, and also up there too. How best to deal with these energies today? King of Swords, female version. This is saying get clarity. Get clarity in yourself. Know your own mind. Especially with this message about notice who closes you down and who opens you up. You deserve to be around people that make you feel good. You're not here just to make everyone else feel good. And that martyring kind of an energy of like, I will just help everyone else and sort them out, even though it depletes me. That's exhausting. You don't need to do that. What's best for you is what's best for everyone else too. So if you are being missed out, this is how the guides have put it to me. It's either a win-win situation or it's a lose-lose situation. There are never win-lose situations. So what might seem like a win-lose situation, like a narcissist and an empath, like the empath's losing and the narcissist is winning, or say an addict and someone trying to help them out, it seems like an imbalance. The narcissist or the addict, they're not being helped, they're being enabled by that. You see, it's not good for them too. So we're either in win-win situations or lose-lose situations. So if you find yourself depleted around other people, that's your emotional guidance feedback saying this isn't good for anybody. What it is that you're doing here is not good for anybody. It's enabling. When we give our energy away, it's enabling is what it is. So trust your own clarity and seek that clarity within yourself, of your mind. Well, think of a yes or no answer question now. Your answer is Yes, go for it, says the green crystal. There you go. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button. If you're new, leave me a comment as well. I love hearing from you. And consider clicking that join button to be part of my membership. If you catch me live, I'll give you a reading in there, and you'll get access to those replays of the live shows that I do throughout the week, with some extra channeling for our members too. So if you're part of the membership, you'll be part of that energy, and there'll be messages in there for you as well. It's channeling for the members as a group. Well, there you go. Have the best day ever, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.